Hey guys, it's Dakota here. Don't mind my breath. I'm in my cold shed. I just finished a good workout on the table with my pulley system and stuff. But yeah, basically, I made a post about my trip to Dubai and all the King of the Table stuff, and I just kind of wanted to go over it for you guys. So yeah, here's kind of my thoughts on my first King of the Table experience, everything I saw and whatnot. But I gotta start off by saying overall it was positive. I was fortunate enough to go with Matt Mask. Those of you that know me will know that. Those of you that don't, I train out of Red Deer Club with Matt Mask and the entire crew there. Me, Sean, and Matt ended up going. Whenever Sean and I go, we tend to get in Matt's corner, kind of help him out wherever we can. He's a very smart guy. He usually knows what he's doing. Any little pointers we can do, we always give the refs a hard time because as cornermen, that's our job. But yeah, anyways, back to the King of the Table portion. Got to Dubai, got all settled in our hotel. There was a big expo, so a couple of the room stuff had to get figured out, but wasn't too big of a deal. We got that settled. And then after that, started off was weigh-in day. Weigh-ins were good, just everyone weighed in at the hotel, whatnot. All the athletes we saw each other here and there, but that was the first sort of big gathering, I would say. Yeah, it was good. And then after that, we had press conference. The space is where the press conference and event was. Let me tell you, that's an amazing place. All the vehicles and everything there was awesome. I still can't get over how amazing that place is as a whole. All the cars and everything there, the sports portion. Yeah, and then we got to the press conference. That's where I saw the stage and everything for the first time. I've been to East versus West 10 and King of the Table 10 now. They're both set up amazingly, but I must say I do enjoy the way the chairs are set up at King of the Table a bit more. You're a lot closer. You're a lot more personal. There is a lighting square. I don't know if those have been at previous King of the Table events, but the lighting on the table I thought was immaculate. From what I saw from the pay-per-view, it looked very good as well. So overall, that was great. Press conference, they did it a little differently this time, so they decided to do a more personal format. I have this table right here, pretty much same idea. There was a table, athletes came up and squared across it as if I was squaring up with you. They talked. Overall, I thought that was good. A few things I noticed. When you get personal like that, you want to look at the person you're talking to, like me talking to this camera. I want to talk to you. But when you have an audience viewing from this angle, it's sometimes tough to get the athletes to stop getting so focused on each other and getting focused on talking to the camera. So it's a little bit of an imbalance there that I feel like could be made a little better, I would say. I wouldn't say it was bad by no means, but it's definitely something that could be improved on. And then, yeah, after the press conference, pretty much got back to the hotel, and it was showtime the next day. So the next day, you notice a lot of athletes are laying low, hanging out, getting ready. And then nighttime comes around. Obviously, I'm back in Canada now, so it's a morning show here for everybody that stays at home and watches on pay-per-view or whatnot. But over there, in order for it to be a primetime show here, it has to be late at night. So, I mean, the event started at 10 p.m. there, and I don't think we got home till 2:30, which is fine because it was ran very fast. But anyways, I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, we got to the show. Athletes, coaches get let in, have their own little space, water and everything there, whatnot. I believe you could buy tickets and show up and watch as well. We got good seating, obviously, because we were with Matt. We had our tags for good seating. And yeah, the matches went on. Robbie Ray, Tobias Wagner, Matt Derrick, Reno Bacho, Auden Whisper, and then Vitaly and Dave. I messed that order up, but all good. And yeah, it was a great show overall. A lot of matches weren't as close as I bet you Core Sports wished, but I mean, that is what it is when you put on a promotion like that. You're not always 100%. But I mean, showing was awesome. You were sitting very close. I thought the referees did a great job. When I was in the corner and I was talking to a referee, I felt like they were being very personal. They were listening to me. I always appreciate that. obviously they have to understand both sides and make it as fair as they can, but anything that I genuinely pointed out, I thought was maybe not unfair, but was a foul. And so I was letting the referees know. They were checking it for me. That's all I could ask as a corner person. Thankfully, Matt did great, so it wasn't too much technicality talking. It was more or less making sure that Derek's setup was fair. And then when Matt came back to his corner, same thing, only harder, Matt. You got this. Keep going, sort of thing. And then, yeah, event ended, and they had 2 tables for after pulls. The after pull was awesome. The sucky thing about those is I feel like there's never enough tables, but that's just how it is. You could have, 6, 7 tables at those things, and they would all be full just because it's people from all over, clubs who've never met each other, who really want to arm wrestle each other. So, yeah, if any promotions see this, have more tables on standby, have a few more warm-up tables, and then for us after pullers, it's always great. I know that's not your main focus. That's something I would definitely say. Yeah, I got to arm wrestle the Whisper, a few guys I didn't really know, got to grip up with Auden. They're all great guys, all great competitors, all very strong in their own ways. Yeah. Overall, after pulls was good, and then we went back. We stayed a few extra days and did a few extracurricular activities while we were in Dubai, but this is more just my King of the Table experience, so I just wanted to, I'll kind of cut it there. I won't talk about the rest of the trip. But overall, I wanted to say it was awesome. Anyone from Core Sports who is seeing this or any of those, thank you for having me. Matt, if you watch this, thanks for taking me along. It's always a pleasure to get to watch you. Yeah, it's just great overall. I mean, traveling with Matt and Sean, them guys are great. They're always looking out for me. So I feel like I get a little bit more of a personal experience than some may. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any more questions or anything regarding the event or something that I missed, feel free to let me know. But this is just my general experience of it. Obviously, it's a quick, rough draft, but anyone who gets the chance to go to one of those events, if you plan on being a high-level arm wrestler or working towards it one day, I would recommend it. That is the pinnacle of the sport. You have East versus West. You have King of the Table. Those are the 2 top promotions right now. One day, hopefully there's more promotions spread out so people can see more of these things. But as of right now, that's what we got. Yeah, definitely go if you can. It's a great time, great experience. Any way to support them I can. I got a shirt. I always try and get the pay-per-views. Yeah, buy those pay-per-views if you can. I mean, let me tell you, you don't want to miss out. Those are great matches and whatnot. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Like I said, any more questions, I'm going to start posting more on here, hopefully. So feel free to drop a subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. If it's of interest, I might maybe make one talking about my East versus West experience and whatnot, and then I could always talk about that more in depth because that's an amazing experience on its own. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Take care.